What's happening, YouTube? What's happening with everyone? Um, Basketball season's getting ready to start, and I, for one, can't wait. I'm just so anxious to see, who's going to be the hot team, who's going to have that 13 winning streak, who's going to, have an upset. Can the Lakers get another ring? Can the Magic win a championship this year? What's going to happen? I'm just so excited. It's like, man, questions, questions, questions. Um, I'm definitely looking forward to this season after that disaster of an NBA Finals when the Los Angeles Lakers was battling the Orlando Magic. And of course, I was among the 15% of people that was voting for the Magic. I wanted to see them win their first championship because I'm a big fan of Dwight Howard and Rashard Lewis. And even if the Magic didn't win the championship, which they didn't, I would have been happy seeing the series go to, like 7 games. But sadly, I got my feelings hurt. It was game 4 that really turned me off. Just watching, the Magic just blow up, just blew that lead. Dwight Howard, he could have made it a 5-point game, I believe. Next thing you know, the game is tied. It goes to overtime. Derek Fisher hits a 3-point shot, and I was like, oh man, I mean, just messed up my stomach. I just felt so uninspired and down. I didn't even watch Game 5 of the NBA Finals. I just basically just waited to see what was going to happen, and it's a good thing I didn't because finding out that the Lakers blew out the Magic and won the championship. So I guess that's one positive thing that happened out of the finals. Now I'm kind of wondering, can Kobe Bryant surpass Michael Jordan as far as rings go? Can he get more than 6 rings with the team he has now? I think he definitely can pull it off. If the team, plays his and not necessarily play, their A game. If they just play their B minus game, I think they can pull it off. And if the team stays together and everybody's, unified and have the same goal. I mean, of course everybody knows about Kobe Bryant, but you got versatile players like Paul Gasol and Lamar Odom. You got, of course, you got Ron Artest, man. I feel bad for Houston right now. The Houston Rockets, man, I feel y'all pain. I mean, Ron Artest, and y'all just got him, and now y'all lost him, and now T Mac's injured, and y'all lost Yao Ming for the entire season. So I definitely emphasize with y'all. But Kobe Bryant, has an opportunity to surpass Michael Jordan, and with the team he has, a very deep squad offensively, very deep offensively, and you got Shannon Brown, and you got who else? You got Andrew Bynum, and you got the bench players. So the team is very deep, and with Kobe, I definitely believe that he can surpass Michael Jordan as far as rings go. Go the distance. He's already a legend, and he's already at legendary status. But just take his career to a next level. It's just gonna be something to see, definitely. So just something I've been thinking about, and God willing, we'll see how the season goes if everything is going according to plan. I'm not really a Laker fan, but it'll be interesting to see what happens. So, with that being said, people, and until next time, God bless you all. Later.